Here's the Wells Television Daily News Update.
Nigeria and China are set to deepen their economic cooperation via the China Commodities Expo Nigeria 2025 CCE, scheduled for 5 to 7th November in Lagos, where over 250 Chinese manufacturers and more than 5 business representatives are expected. Trade between the countries has already crossed the $20 billion mark, and the expo is designed not only for showcasing goods, but also to provide B2B linkages, export diversification, and access to global supply chains for Nigerian firms. Organized by China's Ministry of Commerce via its Trade Development Bureau in collaboration with Nigerian partners, the event aims to catalyze job creation, deepen investment, and foster long-term partnerships. The Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS) has announced the forthcoming introduction of a new travel document, the Single Travel Emergency Passport (STEP), to replace the current Emergency Travel Certificate (ETC) for Nigerians abroad whose passports are lost, stolen, or expired. STEP will be valid for only a single entry and will be issued at Nigerian embassies or consulates abroad. The move is part of broader reform efforts aimed at enhancing identity management and border governance. NIS says the reform aligns with international migration standards and is expected to strengthen, secure, efficient return mechanisms for stranded Nigerians while reinforcing the agency's global cooperation on migration management. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) has issued a strong warning to Nigerians, especially the youth, about the proliferation of medicinal cannabis products, which are actually highly concentrated, illicit cannabis strains disguised in designer pouches and cups. In a raid in Lagos Mushin area, officers arrested a 28-year-old suspect, recovering 16.4 kilograms of synthetic strains, including Colorado, Arizona, Canadian Loud, and Ghana Loud, marketed as therapeutic cannabis. NDLEA warned that these products are not regulated pharmaceutical cannabis, but dangerous psychoactive substances linked to psychosis, anxiety, paranoia, and long-term cognitive harm. Activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore escaped immediate arrest after failing to appear in court, but a bench warrant was not issued. The Department of State Services (DSS) had urged the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja to issue the warrant following his absence despite service of charges. The charges relate to alleged defamation against President Bola Tinubu, where Sowore purportedly described him as a criminal on social media, a case in which Meta Platforms, formerly Facebook, is also named. The court ruled that because Sowore and Meta had not both been served the formal charge sheet, the case could not proceed, and it was adjourned for arraignment on December 2, 2025. In Cameroon, security forces reportedly killed at least 48 civilians following protests over the re-election of Paul Biya, who secured approximately 53.66% of the vote in the October 12 presidential election, according to UN sources. The majority of the deaths were caused by live ammunition, while others resulted from beatings during the protests. Nearly half of the fatalities occurred in the littoral region, which includes the port city of Douala, where opposition demonstrations were strongest. The opposition, led by Issa Chiroma Bakari, who rejected the official results and claimed he won, called for a 3-day nationwide shutdown. Meanwhile, the government has neither released its own death toll nor commented on the UN estimates. And in sport, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has officially approved the expansion of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON finals from 12 to 16 teams, starting with the Morocco tournament from March 17 to April 3, 2026. As the qualification process under the 12-team format had already concluded, CAF allocated the 4 additional slots to the best-ranked teams among those eliminated in the final qualifying round, namely Cameroon Women's National Football Team, Côte d'Ivoire Women's National Football Team, Mali Women's National Football Team, and Egypt Women's National Football Teams. Thank you for watching the Wells Television Daily News Updates. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wells Television and like our Facebook page at Wells Television. Thank you.